taken. I'm 1,000 years old. Don't let them take me from you. Can't you see the eggs inside of me are born for you? I made my song. Look at what they did to you. Ryan, Ryan, why did you lie about me? I'm just a plaster doll. Ryan, fighter, pilot, Ryan, I'm standing here now. I'm just
This is Skyfire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Skyfire News. Skyfire News. UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet.
News. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while. We are really sorry for keeping you guys waiting for so long. Not just today, but for the weekend. It's been crazy hot. And I have sad news for you guys tonight. I want to get right down to it. We are having equipment failures. I'm not kidding. So computers are freezing, cameras are dead. My phone is turning off because of a temperature warning. So we're going to keep it brief tonight, but I wanted to open it up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to push back our Roswell episode because it's deep. It's really, really deep. And we want to be able to have Red in here. We want to be able to go through the whole thing with you guys. We really don't want to cut any corners because I think we'll have to revisit it, yada, yada. We don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up to y'all. I'm going to answer some questions. We're going to hope that Red's computer might pop back on in the meantime. We've been preparing this presentation for a while, and I think we just kind of ran it dry. So, boom, there we go. So, real quick, shout out to the chat for being here. Again, Alana, holding it down for the chat. Good to see you. Rob the Great, Ben Friel. That's actually a pretty sick name. We got Dust Bunny in the mix. How have you guys been? Good to see you. Arden, thank you again for holding it down. George Dragon, hell yeah. It's been a hot one. But also there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Twitter sphere. I don't know if you guys really mess with Twitter. I see that we got Blue Crayon on the mix. Blue Crayon might be the account that's posting summaries of spaces and honestly episodes of shows too. So shout out to Blue Crayon for doing that. That's actually super dope. But yeah, guys, what's been on your guys' mind? We want to find that out. We want to know. We know we got you guys over there on X and on YouTube. Again, wow, we got Lou Elizondo's book coming out. That's a whole thing. We got a bunch of drama with all the stuff happening. And then we got videos coming out. We got Red Panda's video coming out pretty soon with Steven Spielberg. I'm sorry, about Steven Spielberg. With Steven Spielberg is a kind of a stretch. I dropped some new merch. Go to Tupa Hype. I'll share it in here. I dropped some new merch. We got new merch coming out for Skyfire. You guys are going to absolutely love. Made specifically for the fans, 100% stuff you guys get, inside jokes, all that stuff. And I think you guys are going to love it. So we'll do that. We'll do that too. But what's up, Gabriel? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. So yeah, again, All of our clips, Roswell 77th anniversary, that's going to come out. That's going to happen. In the meantime, what I do want to talk about is like part of our presentation includes a little bit of from the timeline. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the UFO timeline, and it's a UFO timeline. Maybe not the premier one, but it's one I've been working on. Just kind of collecting information, throwing it down, getting into the mix, and I'll see if I can share the screen with you guys. And we'll get into this because there's a lot of weird stuff that happened around Roswell, leading up to Roswell, and so much stuff happens. So many things are going on at all times that it really starts to get confusing for me, anyway. Right, like of what exactly, like where in the timeline of the context of what's going on, where does that fall? I think I admitted this. I had a really hard time with that. So check this out. Chat, let me know if you guys can see this, if I got to zoom in a little bit more. We might actually switch over the music too, get a little something, I don't know, a little more moody or classic. Boom. Okay, here we go. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we got this guy here, Roswell. It happened on 1947, and that's pretty sick. I'm into that. Big year, 1947. And it's the same year as Kenneth Arnold sighting. For those who aren't familiar, Kenneth Arnold sighting took place in Washington. Yeah, obviously, Rainier. That's where he was flying around on June 24th. And that was the beginning of the phrase flying saucer. Now, he used the phrase, it looked like flying wings. That was the real design. But he said that they look like saucers skipping on water, which was, I don't know, pretty dope. Roswell happens right there. But look what happens. Look at the years. Let's just take this decade. Let's just take the decade. 1940 to 1949. You have the Foo Fighters. Real quick, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Without red here, I do not know. Zoom more, please. There we go. Okay, how does it look now? We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this to where you guys can see it. You guys, let me know if it looks good now. All right, so Roswell, Kenneth Arnold, really dope. Operation High Jump. Now that was the Operation High Jump. I think was to Antarctica, right? I think Admiral Byrd was part of that, and that was to obviously follow up World War II, right? A bit more. Okay, we're zooming in more. Awesome. What do you guys think? Okay, it's got to be pretty good. Okay, so the end of World War II. Operation High Jump happens shortly after that, right, a year after, and it is to go look at the missing U-boats, battleships that went down to Antarctica. Paperclip happened right before then, Operation Paperclip. That's when we got a bunch of Nazi scientists. They defected. They came over to America. We got the bomb dropping right there. That's a big deal. The Foo Fighters happening during the war. Right? Hard to imagine that during the war, a couple years before the end, right, 1940, these Foo Fighters were beginning to be reported. Then we have the Battle of L.A. Again, no one has context for it in L.A. when this is happening. The idea of flying saucers hasn't even come up yet. Literally, the word flying saucer hasn't even been created yet. We'd still be 4 or 5 years away from that. So no one really knows how to put that in context. Very interesting situation. Again, during the war, and what I did here is I gave like a bridge between World War II, the beginning and the end of it. So you see what kind of is happening in the beginning, but you also see what happens in the end. So boom, after World War II, after Paperclip, after High Jump, Roswell happens. It's reported that these guys are like little guys, little dudes in the ship. If you talk to Doty or whatever, he'll tell you more and more like stuff about it, which is all good. But after that, now this isn't a complete history. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure things happen in 49 and 50. I just haven't added them yet. But after that, we get into this kind of boom. And I'm just going to zoom out so we can see what it looks like. All right, we get a boom. Now, before we move on to these patterns and what's probably happening here, I want to focus on down here. So underneath the timeline here, I have people. Up here, there's events, world events. Down here, There's people and the events of their life. So Tesla died in 43. Now let's really put this in context. Tesla died in 43. John J. Trump goes and looks over his hotel room and then gets all the papers. Literally gets all of the stuff that Tesla was working on. Tesla's death ray, whatever. And just a couple years later, we get Paperclip, the A-bomb. We get Operation High. I mean, very strange, right? When you put it into context. And then what happened in the same year that Roswell and Kenneth Arnold occurred? What happened there? Aleister Crowley's death. Often Aleister Crowley's brought up, L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons. Here's Parsons right here. That's Parsons' death. Crowley's death, Tesla's death. Interesting that the boom of the UFOs happened right around the same era where these guys died. And Parsons died prematurely. He blew up in a lab in his house. Over here is where he did the Babylon working ritual in 46. Hard to, again, right after World War I or II. Sorry, literally right after World War II ends. So these like weird esoteric things are happening at the same time. And then over here is where we get into this bigger kind of boom where you have more accounts of varying interactions. So for those who are unfamiliar with this timeline, these rows and colors are separated by types of interactions, right? So here we have actual interactions. Green is military. Blue is scientific, I don't know, I want to say breakthroughs or progress or whatever. Yellow is sightings. You know what? And then I'll show you guys real quick. The software is being... We're going to get to the point where it always shows up. So high strangeness, major events, technological stuff, military contact, sightings, beings, abduction, CE5. The abduction one is really interesting. I included the J. Jacobson from 1759, the air battle in 1561, and there'll be more thrown into this kind of like pre-19th century zone because I think this is going to be really important. So, yeah. That's how these are categorized. That's why they're separated in the way they're separated. Okay. So, yeah. So that's the timeline. That's what we're looking at. That's what we got as far as Roswell and the kinds of stuff surrounding Roswell. We really want to dive in deep with you guys on a lot of this stuff, as well as the timeline and stuff. But, I think that you guys, let me know if you guys want to continue to like explore the timeline as like a visual aid to get us through some of these historic events, or if you guys just enjoy looking at it and kind of seeing where things line up and how things kind of build. I think I've started to see a little bit of momentum. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see kind of like the waves. There's some waves here. Most importantly, I really enjoyed looking at this zone. 1970. 1970 is very interesting. We go to the moon. There's a lot of abductions, just a lot more. Colares event happens in Brazil, where there's human mutilations. We got giant orb sighting in Russia. We got the Tehran UFO. Stargate project starts. Look down here. Elizondo was born in 73. It's the same year that the SRI meeting took place with Jack Sarfati. You got the founding of SRI right here. So this is going to be Edgar Mitchell. This is going to be Hal Puthoff. And this is going to be Jacques Vallée. No, this is going to be whatever. You guys get it. We'll go over and look at them. But yeah, you can see that there's these projects started, books written, technology created, and they've coincide somewhat with some of these bigger events. And I think that that's very fascinating. That's my opinion. So Roswell isn't it's not a monolith, right? It might be the start of something, but even then there's precursors. There was precursors to Roswell. I think. That's my opinion. I'd love for you guys to share yours in the comments. We have some kind of world event, trauma, mass dying. World War II was bloody, right? At the end of it, we start to see a boom of UFOs, but it was happening a little bit before. We also, at the same time, have this group here. We got Hal Puthoff, Russell Targ, Jacques Vallée, Jack Sarfati, Edgar Mitchell. These guys were all born in the 30s. Isn't that strange? Right around the same era, doing the same kind of stuff later on in life. And before them was this little group here. Jack Parsons, Aleister Crowley, and Nikola Tesla, the oldest of them. I mean, did you guys know that the Miracle of Fatima was the same year as when Crowley contacted that gray alien-looking thing? Lamb. Same year, 1917. I didn't know that. And did you know that was the year before the end of World War I? I'm filling this area in too, but crazy, right? World War I, right here. These two things, they're very much tied to ufology, especially modern ufology. So yeah, interesting. It would be crazy to find out that Mitchell, Targ, Puthoff, Vallée, Sarfati, it would be crazy to find out if they had any relation whatsoever, if their parents knew, or, you know, their uncle was friends with Parsons, Tesla, L. Ron Hubbard, Crowley. Either way. So that's the timeline. That's what we're looking at. Again, I want to say 1,000 apologies to everybody for the delay in the show. But we are getting back on track. The weather literally stopped us from doing it. And it's a pain in the butt. But it is what it is. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to personally ship something to Arden. Arden, don't you worry. We got you. We're going to get these kinks worked out too, both with the channel and with the merch that I'm working on, because then we're going to find out exactly kind of like how to do it with Skyfire, which we can't wait. There's going to be, I'm excited to, I don't want to announce it just yet, but I'll just say that there's some exciting mugs in order. Like you guys are going to love them. I think you guys are going to love them. And, yeah, it's just kind of, I think it could be pumped. Or I could be pumped about that. So we got Where is Admiral Byrd coming in from the G5 studio. Admiral Byrd comes in right over here before the end, or right after the end of World War II, before Roswell. Operation High Jump. You're going to find him in 1946. Same year as Babylon Working. Strangely enough, no big deal. But yeah, Operation High Jump. Right here, 1946. Right after the end of the war. The Second Great War. The timeline is up. Thank you. This timeline, I'm gonna just tell you guys for real. Red Panda Koala is the reason why this timeline exists right now. He asked me one day if anything like this existed, and I was like, no, I don't think so, but it should. And then I went ahead and started working. Once I started down the road, I couldn't stop. I found myself doing stuff like I'd never done before, which was organizing data and information. I just never did it before, never worked on it, never considered myself that kind of person. And once I started getting it in there and I started to see like, oh, this is really helpful, then I just kind of kept at it. So I typically have this open every time I'm either doing a show or every day I'm talking. If I'm in spaces, I like having this in the background, and I just kind of scroll through it. If I hear a new case, I'll throw it in there. And what I'm doing right now in the background is training myself on software so that I can put this online for you guys. That's the goal. So yeah, I think it's fun to interact with. It's cool. Like there's some stuff that you can kind of like expand on too, and I'm working on that. But what I want to do is have like every incident. I want every incident to have its own video, its own explainer video. That might be the case for Jack Parsons. Let's see. No, not yet. Because you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a Jack Parsons video for my timeline. In fact, I'll just play it. I'll play it for you guys, and then you guys can see hopefully like what's in store for like any other kind of edition. And yeah, I actually love the Jack Parsons video. Got a lot of love too. Let me find it real quick. But out of the three, I'd like to know from the chat, which one, like the Jack Parsons, Aleister Crowley, and L. Ron Hubbard, did you guys know that they were like hella in the mix? Did you guys know that? You guys know they were friends, like real life friends? Check this out. Born in 1914, Jack Parsons grew up with a passion for science and a fascination for the mysteries of the universe. His groundbreaking work in rocket propulsion earned him a place among the founding members of the renowned Jet Propulsion Laboratory. But as he delved deeper into the world of rocketry, he also became involved in something much darker, the occult. He became a devoted follower of famed occultist Aleister Crowley, and his involvement in the esoteric rituals and practices brought him notoriety and controversy. He pursued something called the Babylon Working, a ritual intended to summon the divine feminine goddess. His unconventional lifestyle included open relationships and strange practices, raised eyebrows, and attracted attention, but his scientific career flourished. His personal life became increasingly complicated, with love triangles, betrayal, and accusations of espionage. Some even claimed that Parsons' occult practices were responsible for the tragedies in his life. It seemed like his pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment came at a high price. And tragedy struck in 1952 when Parsons died in a fiery explosion at his home laboratory, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and mystify to this day. Honestly, that kind of goes hard. I did all that I prompted those in Midjourney, every image you see there. There was only 2 real photographs of Jack Parsons that I could find. And so I got Midjourney on the job, and I got them in the mix, and I love what I see. I love what I did. I think that they're really cool. And I narrated it. They're very low cost videos, and I'm hoping to have one of these for every event that you see in the timeline. So that way, when you click on something, it's not just a nebulous kind of mysterious thing. The Battle of LA will have a video summary similar to that. And yeah, that's the idea. So big things on the way, but the Roswell event is going to blow your guys' mind. I didn't know how big it went. I didn't know how long it went on for, and some of the stories involved. So we have Roswell coming up for you guys later this week. The heat wave on the West Coast, as you know, we love the West Coast because we're here, but the heat wave will subside. I think tonight's the last night. Then we'll be back on track with you guys. Sorry about that. I'm over here choking on my own. Well, it's weed. But yeah, we got this. I'm going to go through the comments real fast, if that's cool with you guys. Let's get the music going. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Good job, Red. Absolutely. Red's. Can we just get a shout out for Red right now? I don't know if he's listening. I don't know if his computer's on. What's going on? But is the dude the best researcher we have? Yeah. I'm not talking about Skyfire. I'm talking about UFO research. I think he is. I think he has solidified himself in the top position for that. And is he he's a grind guy, dude. He's grinding. He's got these presentations on fucking the next level. And some days I just get to kind of polish it up, right? Some days I just see what he's doing and I just get to kind of polish it up. I create the kind of the aesthetic. My job is to make it entertaining. I think that's how I look at it sometimes, right? But you just got to let this fool cook. And shout out to Red. Shout the fuck out to the man, Red Panda Koala. So let's go through some. We got This Is So Sick. Thank you for show. Timeline Software is the new merch. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's been years, in the making. I'd love to show you guys the older version too. The older version was really different. It was like a bunch of wires and everything was kind of connected. There was no real timeline. It was really strange. It was so strange. Very strange. Ben Friel, how do we get this timeline? Right now, you guys just got to wait. Every once in a while I'll do something to get it going. But as you know, on Twitter, that's where I have the most reach on X. And I just get these guys out here that are trying to stop you guys from having the timeline. They do everything they can to throw just clouds of dirt out. So for me, I just try to work on it by myself, kind of a personal project. And so far it's been really rewarding and really cool. For sure. Great researcher. Lots of activity here. Who we got from Darkstar 9513. Lots of activity after the nukes and occult rituals. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look at this. This is the bomb. But also, this is something we dealt with Red Panda Koala. Look at this up here. I'm going to add this in somewhere. Look at this. The Manhattan Project in the 40s, right? 1941. Hanford site. That's where the secrecy from the Manhattan Project gets moved over. Atomic Energy Commission. That's when it transforms into the Atomic Energy Commission. And you guys, I hope you guys already know where this is going. Eventually, right, in the 50s, it turns into the Atomic Energy Act, and then it transforms again into the Department of Energy, the DOE. And look at what happens. The 70s. Again, one of the most exciting times in ufology. The abductions boom there. They just fucking boom. Cash Landrum. I got a Cash Landrum shirt you guys should check out. But yeah, so this is a wild time. Wild time. And what's to come? Right? Could the late 2020s be the most exciting time for UFOs coming up? Lots of predictions about 2027. There's 2026 and 25 and 28. I mean, it is what it is. Very, very weird. We got the G5 Studio. It looks so sus. Okay, I think you're talking about your experience that you had. And I feel that. Dude. Well, guys, again, I hope this was a good peek kind of like into the world of what we're about to see, what we're going to do. And if you see me and Red Panda out there and the Skyfire crew out there in the mist, say what's up. Say what's up. We got a lot of you guys popping into spaces now. I just want to say I love it. I really love it. I love talking to you guys. I love hearing what you guys are up to, what you guys want to hear about. We're going to get our Discord public and open for everybody too. So be on the lookout for that. So we got Discord coming. We got some merch coming. We got this timeline that we're going to continue to use the visual aid, and maybe that's going to be on its way soon. And whatever else you guys might want and need. More music on the way. More music. Dude, this is a great question from Darkstar 9513. Is CERN also on the timeline? No, but it should be. It really, really should be. Anyone tell me when CERN was made? You guys pop that in the chat. I'll throw it in there. Right now, I'm gonna get some music loaded up. Made a song about the alien mummies. And it might be my best since the Gary Nolan blocked me. I say that hesitantly, right? It might be. It might be. And I love it. I love it. So we're going to go out with that. I love you guys. I can't wait to share my experiences. Dude, G5 Studio, if you got an experience and you want to share it on the show or talk to us off record or whatever, like hit us up, let us know. We'd love to share your story if you wanted to go that route. We'd love to interview you. And the same thing goes for everybody, right? Everybody in the community, everybody out there watching. If you guys want to share your story, it's just like Spaces. Come in here. We got it. Or we could do a Spaces, right? We have a weekly schedule coming up for you guys. You know, every week we're going to have kind of set episodes that are about specific stuff. And one of those days of the week, we're going to include a Spaces day where we just have a Spaces and a Q&A and just kind of talk. And then we're going to build that up into our Discord and get a good community going there. We think that research and videos and all the stuff that we do is just better if you guys are involved. That's how we feel. And I hope you guys feel the same way. So we're glad you guys are here. And you guys have really, shit. I can't tell you how many things I've been able to make because of your guys' feedback and just everything. Okay, CERN started in 1954. No way. It's free. We have an availability, 1954 CERN. That's going to be up here in technology. Wild. Wow. In 1953 is when my boy Jack Sarfati got his first phone call. Isn't that crazy? And you're saying 54 CERN, time travel, portals. Okay, there might be something there. There might be some thread to that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, find us on Twitter so our computers don't die. I could be on my phone over there. We love you. We can't wait to share with you guys our actual Roswell video. We apologize for the delay. It is the weather and technology. And we will be back on track by tomorrow. Mark my words. Until then, we're going to have some music for you guys. Drop your request down there in the bottom. If I got it, I'll play it. Until next time. And thank you, Arden. Thank you to all the mods. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to all the new people popping in and watching. Go ahead and give us a like if you like the content. If you're interested in what we got cooking up, give it a like. Give us a comment. Find us on Twitter. Find us on YouTube. Find us on TikTok. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Look at me now, I'm not fake, my bones are real. Yeah. Look at me now, don't give a damn how Ryan feels. Yeah. You didn't love me when it took faith. You never took me out of my case. You thought I was made of llama bones. Now you can't leave me alone. You saw right through me in the X-rays. Metal implant on my chest. You thought the one was gold was my pride. Waited 1,000 years for this. Look at me now, I'm not fake, my bones are real. Yeah. Look at me now, don't give a shit how Ryan feels. Yeah. You didn't love me when it took faith. You never took me out of my case. You thought I was made of llama bones. Now you can't leave me alone. You saw right through me in the X-rays. Metal implant on my chest. You thought the longest goal was my brain. Waited 1,000 years for this.
Moose ain't killing it, you found me in a cave. Math 4 feeling it, everyone should pray. Psy-op, please, they put a hit out on the man. Pray the ops never finds the god, hide me Moose and
You saw right through me in the X-rays. Metal implant on my chest. You thought the longest goal was my brain. Waited 1,000 years for this.
We love you guys so much, dude. So much. It's Tuesday out here. Fire in the Sky coming up next.
We was chopping down trees in an Arizona forest, cutting off the sleeves of my work shirt. It was too hot to breathe and I wasn't going for it. We hit the road looking for a cheap skirt. And on that road we saw a light coming up the mountain. I got out the truck without a fight. The other guys kept shouting, Travis, don't go to that fine saucer floating there. Travis, you fucking idiot, are you blind, do you care? That there's a spaceship right above us and you don't seem to question. And they took Travis walking into another dimension. Travis, where'd you go? We wanna know because the whole town thinks we killed you, but we didn't kill you. Ooh. And now we're strapped to a polygraph and we don't know what to do. We can't leave the state line and our pride we're locked down good. We drew the saucer perfect, but I don't think the sheriff understood that on that road we saw a light coming up the mountain. He got out the truck without a fight. We all kept shouting, Travis, don't go to that fine saucer floating there. Travis, you bitch idiot, don't you care?
Dude, this whole time I've been muted, and I apologize. I've been hyping up Red's appearance. I've been hyping it up, and I literally was muted the whole time. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I just saw Panda pop up in the background. Yeah, sorry, Andrew. Hey, I'm the host with the most. Maybe the most beers tonight because it is 104 degrees, and we are streaming about UFOs. And we're living it up. Hope you guys are too. It's the Tuesday party of the century. Red, pop in when you can, if you can. For now, we're gonna change up the music. We're gonna go back we're gonna go further back.
I'm down to run. Are we still running it tonight?
Oh shit! No, we're pushing it back one more day. Is that cool?
Cool.
We're delayed. I think we got a lot of stuff. Let me just say this: the audience and our fans couldn't be more excited about the Roswell episode that we're going to pop in tomorrow. They just couldn't be. This is the last day of the heat wave in the Northwest. I hope it's the same for you down there in the Southwest. So tomorrow should be beautiful.
It's been crazy hot. It's been like multiple days of 100.
It's crazy. And guys, I stream from like my garage. It's literally fucking hot. It's hot. I'm on a hot box in here. It is rough. I got cameras turning off. Technology's melting. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I basically what I did, Red, is I showed them all the timeline around the Roswell part, around the Roswell era, right? What happened in the 40s and like when it kind of started. I talked about how there was some stuff leading up to it that not a lot of people talk about, and that afterwards it kind of booms into this thing where there's just event after event after event, and kind of going into it. So yeah, I think we're good. Everyone loves it. And then is there anything you think that the audience should be excited for the rest of the week from us?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of Roswell stuff. You know, to do a real thorough Roswell would honestly need like 10 hours of like my main channel type video. But I think we do have a lot of like interesting stuff about it. We got all the current talking heads take on it. We got some of the things that I find particularly interesting, right? Because there's a bunch of stuff about this case. So yeah, good times.
I agree. I really do. I could see this being like a week-long series. I really fucking could. And here's what I want to do this week. I'm excited for this. I know that we're already kind of halfway through, but I really want to finish up the celebrity UFO sighting stories. Right? We gave you guys the first half. We got a second half for you, and that was just one of the funnest ones. You know what I mean? It kind of grounds the topic into like more of a pop culture kind of thing instead of this kind of niche inside baseball aspect. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a cool episode. We also have art. We're working on an episode about the February shootdowns, and then that episode we have about the soul paper.
Oh, bro, I'm so hyped on the collab with Art on this one. I'm hyped on. I forgot about that, dude. Yes. Okay, cool. So good week, then. Maybe a good weekend. We might fill a couple things in there for you. In Red, I'm gonna show you what I'm working on as far as the Angels and Aliens video. I'm gonna show you because I want you to be hyped on it. I'm gonna show you a little bit.
Hell yeah!
And then
teaser trailer.
Nah, even better. I'm not gonna make you watch this whole thing like fucking that meme or whatever where he makes them watch crazy shit. But I am gonna show you like some of the motion graphic stuff because I think it kind of it's I don't know, it's hype. I want to see your reaction. But yeah, so we got projects coming out. Personally, we got projects coming out for Skyfire, and yeah. Until next time, I want you guys to come into some spaces that we're doing and say what's up to us if you want to. So if you find us in the spaces with Logan Black, the GOAT, or anywhere else, discussing the news or topics, pop in,
Lou
say what's up. Hey, Lou Reviews, dude. Lou Reviews is, I think he's gotten tired of playing this character.
I hate Skyfire News. I hate Tupacabra. I fucking hate Red Panda. And
I think he's tired of that. And so we might be seeing a Lou renaissance of sorts. But we'll see. We'll see. What do you think? What do you think, Red?
Maybe, yeah. Although, I think with Elizondo's book coming out, he's going to go into that character again. Rightfully so, especially with Elizondo, but yeah.
You know what? Can we do this? And chat, I want you guys to hold us to this because I'm going to be honest. I've had a beer and I might forget. Can we create a Lou Elizondo imminent book bingo card? Can we do a bingo game where we have like, you know what I mean? Where we have like actual things listed out, predictions for the book, predictions for the rollout, predictions for the clapbacks. Like, I would love that. I would love to have that out so we can all just kind of, as it's happening, we can be daubing our papers. Am I tripping? You don't like the idea? That's fine.
I like it.
Okay, good. So,
I want to
imminent
make sure
bingo.
the rollout tour.
Yes, imminent bingo is going to happen. I'm fucking hyped on this. And yeah, find us in the spaces. Red, anything else before we say farewell to our fans to our fam until the end of the night?
No.
All right, well, dude, stay cool. I'm going to find you in the spaces. I think I might host one since it's Tuesday. What can you give us a rundown of what's been happening in spaces over the weekend? I feel like a lot has happened. Am I tripping?
Jason Sands was in another space that
Was it Fringe's space?
Jason Sands?
Yeah. Or
Look at that.
whose space was it?
Arden Paranormal or Love?
Arden. Arden, I'm so sorry. That is my bad. It was definitely Arden's space. Now I feel like a dick. And she's right here.
Wow.
That's my bad, dude. Nope. That's all me. Dude. A late bloomer. Any thoughts on UAP Max articles? Well, while we think about that question, you know what we got to do, guys.
So nowadays I'm all about the fatty. You better get some. Too busy hating, ain't getting none. Me, I'm all about the fatty. Ain't getting none. Me, I'm all about the fatty. Yeah, they ain't ready for me. So nowadays I'm all about the fatty.
I don't mind it looping sometimes, but Red, what is this? UAP Max articles. What is that?
I honestly don't know. UAP Max? Isn't that one of Mike's? I don't know. I honestly don't know. If you could DM us on Twitter this.
Yeah, DM us or just write another question. We'll give it the respect it deserves. We'll give you a follow-up on this one. Thank you for the dono, dude. Like, any thoughts on UAP Max articles? UAP were all over Israel and Gaza. I don't doubt it. I mean, as we've seen, like, wars are somewhat of a trigger for this phenomenon, you know, if nothing else. I'll DM on Twitter. Okay, cool. The comment section, we can't wait to see you there. We're going to figure that out, and we'll give you a good answer. All right, guys, find us there. Find us in here tomorrow. We'll try to be going at our normal time. Latest might be about an hour, maybe 2 hours post, just depending on the temperature. But we're excited to give you guys this Roswell story. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for popping in early too, Alana, as always. She beat everyone to the punch, but not everybody was far behind that. So thanks again, Red. We'll chat in a spaces. We'll just kind of get this thing going, and we'll go out on a song.
Sounds
Until
good.
next time, guys.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Is known about the mysterious Area 51 house band. Rumors circulated throughout the intelligence communities that this band would arrive in a UFO coked out of their minds and leave through a portal opened up by a bass solo. They quickly became a must-see event for everyone at the top secret base. In a rare recording we acquired through the Freedom of Information Act, we can hear what they sounded like.
I'm getting dome in a UFO built by Nazi witches from a time portal set up by Egyptian mystics in a Cold War time walk through different dimensions.
intentions. It's a fucked up system of egos and bitches.